Good morning, everyone. My name is Craig Oates, first Vice President of the Hanover Football Association. I am addressing, through a video message, President of the Hanover Football Association, Mr. Sheridan Samuels, who is also the Mayor of Lucy, as also Treasurer of the Hanover Municipal Corporation, the Hanover Football Association, Mr. Darren Barnes, who is also a councillor for the Riverside Division. And I will be addressing Mr. Samuels directly. Mr. President, I have served with you for quite some time, and I am very, very disappointed in your actions and that of a leader. And for somebody who is seeking the higher office, it shows me that you don't think about football, you think about yourself. You break the rules with impunity and you create them as you go along. I am saying that it ends now. Probably not today, but over a period of time. I have scheduled a press conference for when I return to Jamaica. I probably am going to do it here whilst I'm in the States. I have the documents, I have conversations with you, I have the receipts and the bills. You should not be allowed to be Confed chairman, and no sponsor in Jamaica should spend $1 with the Hanover Football Association while you are at it. For some context, the last board of the Hanover Football Association was constituted, I think it was 2019, I stand corrected. Since that time until now, we have not had one meeting. None at all. And I have correspondence with you in which I have pointed that out to you. So trying to even get some minutes and backdate some stuff will not work, because I have covered all my bases. During the period of time, especially in the COVID, millions and millions of dollars, of which I have the things, when I see them I got frightened, to include balls and cash, has been given to the Hanover Football Association. No level of accountability has been done. And I am going to be writing to you, the General Secretary and Mr. Barnes, seeking a printout for myself and all the other members of the association. Some who probably is going to side with you, which I really don't care, because I really don't have any intention to continue in this sham with you and your built-up rules. Right? Millions of dollars been given, and yet you have submitted fraudulent documentations to say that you have trained referee and you have office upkeep and all of the other things. I have the documents. I have spoken to the president of the Jamaica Football Association, Mr. Michael RICKETTS, of which I recorded the conversation, so he cannot deny that the conversation took place. And I spoke to the former General Secretary, Mr. Dalton Wint, also, of which has been recorded. You, and I have checks and I have other stuff that can prove fraud on the accounts of the Hanover Football Association. But what is hurtful is that even at your age and your stage, you continue to play games with people, youth's lives. You have now gone out of your way to put Lucy out of the league by not allowing the registration, which you spoke to me about, and I also have that recorded. You told me that Lucy cannot enter the league. So it's not a hearsay, it's you tell me. You understand? You have forced the accountability for all those checks and everything is so poor. And I'm not going to say everything here, because I know you. You're going to try and cover all the bases that I've covered. I'm going to give you enough wiggle room. But you now wanting to ascend to the board, how calculative you are. You want to go on the board of the JFF, giving up the presidency of the Hanover Football Association, negotiating for Mr. Daly to be vice president, and you to sit on the board is pathetic, and football is going to suffer. I am also going to be, I have been contacted by the Integrity Commission via email. And quite honestly, I said I was not going to say anything, but I am going to speak what I know. The good thing about me is that I am not, politics don't affect me. I don't have to run any political games. I don't have to be a candidate because I am successful in my own way. But rest assured, you and your hypocritical behavior needs to stop. And I'm sending this to Mr. Barnes. You have discussed me with Mr. Barnes, and you have discussed and said disparaging things about Mr. Barnes behind them back. You have done the same with Andrea Dehaney, right? I have all the records to prove, and I've sat and I've watched you. And about 3 weeks ago we have a conversation, you said that you were in problems. And you were on the phone and you were crying and bawling. Basically, I shut up yourself. And you don't know what you do. After that, I text you to offer your sympathy. You, with your, I don't even know what kind of style, you play too much games with too many people's lives. I've seen you playing games with Shauna Miller, go on stage and disparage on her. I've seen you play games with John. I've seen you play games with Mooney. I've seen you play games with Shine. I've seen you play games with so many people. But you see, because I am not running down any position, whether in football or politics, I am going to let it stop. I'm going to be writing officially to the General Secretary and the Treasurer. And I'm going to be speaking with Mr. Ricketts. And I'm also going to be going public. I've spoken to CVM. I've spoken to TVJ. And I'm not going to say anything that I cannot prove. Nothing at all. Mr. Samuels, your days of changing the rules and doing pure must stop. Mr. Barnes, you're watching. You know the situation. You yourself tell me how he is. We cannot continue like this. One's man ambition should not ruin a parish and a nation. And if I'm going to sacrifice, I will sacrifice myself. Stay tuned. Blessing.